ready?
Yeah. Moment of truth, huh?
Yeah.
Shift immediately. What a horrible biome.
Oh, no.
I asked my friend to make a mod that replaces all hostile mobs with the Warden. The only exceptions are Blazes for Blaze Rods, Piglins for Pearls, and the Ender Dragon for beating the game. Once I got the mod, I then asked the best player I know to help me beat it. We gave ourselves 3 tries. Here's what happened. Okay,
Luscious is an overstatement.
I've started recording. Are you ready? Are you ready for pain, Lamb? Are you ready for pain?
I'm always ready for pain.
All right, I get it.
Judge.
Run trigger, and then I have to remove the action bar. All right.
They're suffocating.
So,
Oh, wow.
I'm just gonna get some wood. I'm gonna get some wood.
Okay.
All right. I think we dip. I think we dip.
Oh yeah. Get out of here.
All right. Let's get to this little stone island and make boats. Honestly, don't. You could probably skip tools because if we raid a ship, we're gonna get iron tools like right away. Oh, there's iron over here.
Yeah. I just want a stone axe for protection.
Fair. What do you? Okay, I'm gonna ask you, Lamb. What is a stone axe gonna protect you from?
Actually, wait a second. Look. It's theoretical. It's like it's mental protection.
Right. Okay.
It's gonna keep my sanity.
Hello, sir. Hello. How's it going over there? You good? You just chilling? You just mad chilling?
He looks nice.
Oh, he looks so friendly. All right, let's get the let's shall we be on our way?
You actually want to get some kelp. Start off with some dried kelp.
That's not a terrible food if it comes to that, but there are food Where's the? Oh, I see a warden to the left.
It's so funny.
Okay. Do you want to go loot that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go loot this thing that's nearby.
Let's see. Mending shovel. Interesting.
I have a fishing rods, so we have food now, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna grab some fish.
Oh god.
I heard a warden. He's not like swimming at us, is he? Also, I got a stone axe for protection.
Good.
What are you doing in my boat?
I'm out of here.
Oh, okay. This mod is showing me just how blissfully unaware I've always been about how many mobs are actually spawned underneath you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't really think about it unless you hear a skeleton or a zombie. But
Yeah.
the second I run that command, there's just wardens.
There's like 10.
Yeah.
10 wardens at least.
Do we want to go to land or do we want to stay in the ocean and look for ships? Because there's really not much we can do on land besides get wood. Like that's really it.
There's some iron right here, surface iron.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna go look for some sheep. Oh yeah, use maybe some of the shear's durability on getting some leaves. We need blocks.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna be the easiest blocks for us. Okay, I hear a cow. I'm gonna kill the cows just because that's food, but
Yeah. Alright. Oh wow.
there's a warden
I'd like
that's
to see
not too happy with me. If it comes to night and we haven't found, well, actually the sun is going down right now. I need to get away from the land.
Uh-oh. Oh, did you go, are you near where the boat was?
Kinda. I'm swimming back in that direction now.
I have the boat right now. Oh, I see you.
Perfect. All right.
Oh.
Whoops. Let me in the boat. Why is this not working? There we go. Ooh, can we spot any iron on that big stone island right there? Maybe.
Let's see.
I see coal. I don't see iron.
Copper. That's awesome.
Yeah, the sheep is a pretty big deal. I'm gonna scout around and make sure we're not about to get wardened.
Alright.
Thing is, it's not gonna despawn the wardens.
Yeah, no, but we can just leave and we'll be fine. I should kind of like night for the possibility of going underground. That might be good.
Ah,
That's like...
I don't know about that one, Chief.
it lowers the spawn a little bit.
Right.
A little bit. Let's just let's just prep for a good nether run. Get a lot of food.
Right,
We honestly don't even need iron, other than for bastions and an iron pickaxe. That would be good.
Here, for the nether.
How are they not drowning?
Wardens?
Oh yeah.
Wardens don't
yeah,
drown.
they don't drown.
There's so many wardens here. Do you see this?
Yeah.
They spawn because the game tried to spawn drowned. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't a boat? Yeah, it was a boat. Look at that. Look at this boat. This is cool.
One, two, three, four.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kings and queens, and of course, all my in-betweens. I messed that up so bad. Hello. I haven't done an intro in a while. I felt like doing an intro. Alden, if you're listening, just message me. I can't call you on Discord because stream will pick it up. Desktop audio. Can't answer you on my phone. My phone is dead. Just message me. Whatever it is, just message me. You guys stop being like a sleeper agent that's activated whenever I start streaming anyway, and that's whenever you're like, I need to call Alex. Just call me like when I'm not streaming. You know what I mean? I love you. But dang. Anyways. That's your intro. No more intro. No more intro. No more intro. Music. Single player. Hardcore. Motions only. Alright. I don't remember logging out here. Was I really standing here? I guess I was. Fair enough. Huh. Huh. I guess I must have. That's okay. I was pretty tired when I ended, so I guess it makes a little bit of sense. So we were working on Big Sword. It's going quite good. We need to build the collection system on the other half still. That's oh wait, no, wait, did we? Maybe we did, and I'm silly. Am I forgetting? Am I forgetting? And we did. We totally did. We totally did. So now we just need to make it look like a sword. Now we just need to make it look like a big old blade. Then we have to improve the efficiency slightly. And then go from there. I just barely missed that seed. I don't know if you saw that. I saw it. I like walked up to it, and I was about to open my inventory to make room for it, and it disappeared. Oops. Hello, Darkwolf. Hello, Darkwolf. So yeah. Ocean Only has been going fantastic lately. I feel like I have the same energy as back in the day. The break was very needed. I feel so refreshed and excited for this world again. Whereas I was a little burnt out. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little burnt out on doing this. But the break was good. And I'm like super stoked for the stuff that we're building. I'm super stoked. Like this whole sword build is gonna look sick when it's done. It already looks sick, even though it's not even remotely built yet. Like it already just looks awesome. And I'm pretty sure with the way we have it set up, we're 100% safe from guardians here. Yeah, they can't They can't ever aggro us. We do sometimes pick up their junk, but for the most part, their stuff gets sent out. Which is what we want. Now, the only thing that we can improve about this like little chamber is if you don't have to walk across this hallway to get here. Should have thought that elevator was covered in glass and you were going to fly into it like a bird. You can give me some credit, Dark Wolf. Gee. But that's okay because we're going to move the whole thing anyway. I need to get rid of those blocks right there. Maybe I'm the bird? I think you are. I'm gonna be honest, I think you are. Man, I don't have any food up here. Yes, I do. I lied. And all of you fell for it. You guys are so loud, you know that? Might as well get a swipe in. That's just really satisfying. I'm gonna be honest, that's just really good. I want to swap out one thing here. I think this is gonna be a barrel. And the barrel's gonna be there for the purpose of holding a sword of each type. So there will be a sword here for grinding XP that has fire aspect, and one that doesn't. And the fire aspect will be so we cook fish when we swing, and the non-fire aspect will be so we get raw fish. Sometimes we want both. We want raw fish to trade with villagers, and we want cooked fish to eat, obviously. This thing is still fantastic. It's going quite well so far, I'd say. We're enjoying it. I'm gonna call Remy in a second because Remy asked to VC. Or I asked Remy to VC rather while we were doing Ocean Only tonight, just so I can have a co-host. Remy ain't answered.
I'm right here.
Oh, Remy answered.
Like, I put my headphones on before I could answer.
How could you?
That's not. It has to be done. Oh, hi, Dark Wolf. Hello. Is that there?
Okay. So I need to get rid of all of this water. I think the way I'm going to do it is just this. Wait, I have to get rid of the bubbles. Okay, so we're going to have to go all the way down. Place this here. And then just tied it to
down.
This actually works really well.
Oh my god, Jed, I had strawberries today. I'm so happy. They
Heck
were
yeah.
so good.
That's awesome.
They're definitely not in season. They're not the best strawberries, right? I like my strawberries a little crunchy.
Yeah.
They're pretty soft, but they were still really good. But very much enjoyed it for that. I do wish I could have another burger though. Should have asked for another burger earlier.
Okay, so now that we got rid of that, we gotta go over to our friend.
Our friend.
Our friend, of course. And then fly on up there so we can delete all of the problem blocks. We're gonna
Punchy strawberries.
figure out where the new elevator is going, and then
Yeah.
we will build the sword around the new elevator.
Yeah, I'm a big
Good
fan
evening. What's up, Annoyed? Welcome in.
Annoyed demon. Love that.
Where yo fireworks? Listen, when you got water everywhere, Riptide is where it's at. I'm flying this guy up here because he's gonna help me build anyway. So there's no need to worry about fireworks. We'll get fireworks for whenever we're coming back up here after we get rid of all this.
Such a blank stare without any of the details.
What?
The thing I'm drawing, like I'm doing the line art for it, and I only add the eye details, like anything, any shape in the eye during color phase, right? So it just looks like she has a blank stare. It's like she hates everything.
Sounds about right. The bane of my existence. Glass blocks. Why is there no tool that can break them? I don't know.
Oh, a tool that can break them fast.
Yeah. No tool for breaking glass. What tool should break glass? The new tool they should make, called the hammer. What does the hammer do, Judge, you might ask? The hammer would be a tool that lets you do a few different things. It'd be a tool just like any other tool where it has specific blocks that it breaks faster, just like a pickaxe or an axe. But the blocks that it breaks faster are just blocks that that either don't already have a block that makes sense. Like obviously you could break glass with a hammer, right? I feel like that's kind of obvious. And additionally, any blocks that you have placed personally in the last, like, let's say, like, the last, like, 100 or so blocks, which isn't really hard for the game to track. They already have a tag in the game for if a block was naturally spawned or if it was placed by a player. That's already a thing that the game does. If it's a block that you personally placed recently, the hammer should break it very quickly. And the idea is it just speeds up building. If you're trying to build a house, right, it's not OP for you to have a tool that breaks all of the blocks that you're using quickly, right? Like, that's usually what would be the problem with a tool that breaks everything quickly. It's nice to have a pickaxe, have to use it for rock, and an axe, and you use that for wood, and this, that, and the other. But that just needs to be balanced for, like, when you're mining. It doesn't make sense for you to go mining with an efficiency 5 axe, right? But if it's blocks that you placed, then there's no reason for you to just not be able to break all of them fast with the same tool, because it would speed up building. That's what the hammer should do. The hammer could also have a cool enchantment, which would be like Reach, which would do the crab claw thing, where whenever you place the hammer in your offhand, whatever block, or when you place the hammer in your main hand, whatever block is in your offhand, when you right-click, the hammer will let you place it from further away. That's the hammer. That's what the hammer should do. The hammer should exist.
Whenever you say smart, like amazing stuff like that, I always think of what my one band teacher would say, where she would talk about politics in class, right?
Yeah.
Don't ask why. We chill like that. It's the band teacher talk about politics for it, right? And at the end of the conversation, she'd be like, "If I ruled the world, you know." Right. So so when you say that, I think of like in your mind, it's like, dang, if I owned Minecraft and the things I would do to make this game a better place.
Think about it like this, right? How long has Minecraft existed and we've never had a new tool made, right? Like, sure, we've had things that are like tools put in the game. Like, you could argue that a brush is similar to tools, but a brush doesn't do anything. It's not used for mining specific blocks, right? It's just used for getting specific things from certain places. It's not really a tool. You don't have a permanent spot in your hotbar for a brush, right?
Well, not that durability, you don't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So a new tool that you can actually do stuff with would be sick. And the cool part about doing a hammer is a lot like the axe. a hammer is something that's also used in combat. So you'd be able to give it its own unique combat stats and abilities. Like a hammer, like being able to like stun mobs on a crit or something would be kind of cool, right? Like something like that. Or you could just have it do what the mace does and have the mace just be like the strongest version of a hammer. I don't know. But like you should be able to do cool stuff with the hammer. Mace should, it's similar to a hammer. I guess you could rework the mace into the thing I'm describing. But I don't know. I just think a new tool would be cool for Minecraft. And I think the hammer being put in the game would be awesome. Because there's sea lanterns is another one. You see me breaking it with the glass. There's no tool that mines a sea lantern faster. It's not a thing. I think haste helps technically. And it's best to use just whatever that has silk touch so you can get it. But there's nothing in the game that's like, hey, I'm supposed to be used for breaking a sea lantern. And it sounds like glass when you break it. And I don't think anybody would argue if you swing a hammer at glass, it breaks it very quickly. So it just makes sense that that would be the tool. Would be a hammer. Anyway, enough with the hammer rant. Hi, Eva. How are you? Welcome in. How are you, Remy? Sorry for talking over you a bunch.
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm pretty. Wait, let me move the mic. I don't like whenever I'm drawing. I never know where to move the mic where it isn't covering my drawing tablet.
Your pinky is swollen? I'm sorry, Eva.
Why is your pinky swollen? What happened? I say that like I haven't accidentally just like ruined parts of my hands. Just by being alive. I'm like walking through the curtains to get into my room, right? And I just slammed my foot straight into the wall.
As one does.
Yeah.
Something bit me? Oh.
This is why I hate summer. Sorry. Thanks for going to ram of bugs. I've killed 3 bugs in my room so far in the time that I've been here. And none of that makes me happy.
I still don't know why it doesn't let Eva get the fan XP. I'm hoping it's just like a bug, and maybe some accounts can't get it for some reason.
Oh, I have no idea how that works.
It's new. It like, I just noticed it literally the other day. You've killed like 15 mosquitoes already? Jeez.
Good. Good. They were in your room? I'm so sorry. I hate bugs. I can't stand them. That's why I don't like summer. I want them to all stay in hibernation for the rest of their lives. I saw a video about this guy seeing cave spiders for the first time and then looking his way out because he just couldn't handle the way they looked. Yeah. Right? And I'm like, yeah. What are you doing in that cave anyway? Get out. Be glad that they live in that cave, right? And nowhere near your house. Right? As long as they stay in their own zone, that's fine, you know? Right? It's your fault you saw them. I hate people who are like, oh my god, it's the most disgusting bug, creature I've ever seen. And I'm like, okay. You were in the cave. Get out of the cave. You'll live, right? But if I'm in my room, if I'm in a secluded room, right, and I'm going from back and forth between my bed and the computer, right, and at the corner of my eye, I see something dangling. And for the life of me, I'm like, am I losing my mind because it's 4 a.m.? No, there was a spider. It's a small spider, right, hanging from my roof, right by my face. Oh, hi. What?
One woke me up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't sleep after that. That's awful. I'm sorry, Eva.
I hate it so much. I went through a time where back on like the places I used to live, we had roaches, right? And not like the big ones, we had like the small ones, right? Like those house roaches that multiply incredibly fast.
Yeah.
They're terrible, right? But I was never really scared. After a while, I stopped being scared of them because we had them. They would come back, right? Because it was between me and my neighbors that got them, right? Every time my neighbors would actually get like we would try to homemade get them out of there with like those bombs that you put into the room, then you can close it off, right, and they'll kill everything in the vicinity. right? And like, you know, roach spray, like, and like putting everything in plastic and trying to make sure you keep like your room as clean as possible. And, like, always take your plates down. Right after a while, right, if they have nothing to live off of, right, they'll leave, and die. But then our neighbor, like, they would move to the neighbor's house, right, to find sustenance, right, and then the neighbors would deal with them for a while, and then they would get an actual exterminator, and then we have to deal with them again. So I dealt with them for years, right? But the one thing I hated the most, right, was when the time they'd migrate to my room, because they always start in the kitchen, right? Usually that's where roaches, like, sorry, like bugs like that, they reside. They mostly start out in the kitchen, like that, and ants. Now on the second floor. So when they move up to my room, that's when I get upset, because I'll be sleeping, and then I'll wake up in a panic because something's crawling on me. So, one time one fell straight on my face. It was like, I bet it crawled all the way up to the ceiling and fell straight on my face, and I literally woke up to me hitting my face with my hand, and it was gross. I killed it like waking up. I'm like, oh my god. I had to wash it off my face. You know how disgusting it is? I hate bugs. I never want to deal with them ever again. I never want to deal with those house roaches ever again, right? Because I have dealt with the big ones. The big ones I'm scared of, right? Because one time, like, I woke up to seeing a big roach, and I'm like, that's not the one I'm used to. I can't exactly. I didn't feel safe trying to kill it, right? Because it was so big. And then I'm like, maybe if I hit it with the broom, and then it flew. Yeah, that's when I left the room. It could have happened. I'm done. I had to wake up somebody else to kill it for me, because I'm like, it flew at me, and I'm not going back into that room until it's dead. I'm not going back to sleep until it's dead. It really messes with your brain. It was like the times where, like, those bugs would get into, like, on my bed, and like on me, right? It's like I could barely sleep the rest of the night. I would move my bed off, like, the edges, so they would, like, for them to maybe not crawl on the bed. But I would be scared, and any inkling that, like, anything that felt weird in my body, I thought it was like the bug when it wasn't. Sorry, that's just, I hate bugs, dude.
Good. How does
As
the
long as they
XP
stay-
thing work? Okay, so you see this collection thing right here? When I'm up there, it only loads a little bit of the ocean underneath me. And so this spot that you see all these bubbles will be very quickly densely populated by guardians. They get pushed up into here. And as you saw, I didn't have a choice. I got forced up in there. So, like, I wasn't holding space. It forced me up above the scaffolding. Then they flop around, and because the portals are pretty close and they bounce really far when they bounce, they'll bounce into the portals pretty quickly. They're sent into another collection area that will then teleport them way, way, way up there. That top, like, part of the hilt that you see, there's a portal there. They pop out of that portal, they fall down a tube, and then they land in, like, a little collection area where I just swipe them all with one swing of my sword, and they all die because the fall damage gets them down to half a heart. That's it. That's how it works. This guy's trying to shoot. Oh, there he goes.
Do
But
we
yeah.
ask them to clarify what XP thing they were talking about?
Well, I'm assuming that's what they're talking about. I don't have any other XP thing.
Do you think that work on Bedrock? That's a great question.
I'm
Played Bedrock in years.
I'm not sure with this particular design. I don't know how guardians work on Bedrock. If guardians are exactly the same, probably, but I'd imagine that they're probably at least a little bit different because they are kind of complicated. I would look up a Bedrock specific farm. What did I come back here for? I need to get
The bow is too small.
a bucket of water. Buckets, there they are. Need to get a bucket of water. And then I need to put some of this glass away because I don't know what the new design is going to look like just yet. I got my bucket, and then I need some firework rockets. That'll be more than enough. You guys all to scooch away from my thing.
I don't know how I'm supposed to draw this, dude.
Okay. Where do I want the water to pop you up at?
Is that like?
Let's see. I want the water to pop you up inside of it. I think I want the water to pop you up like... I guess the water could be the opposite of this. So... it's there. What part is it? Underneath the prismarine, which is one away from the glass. So, it's like underneath here. Right? Back. Welcome back, Eva. It's my cousin's birthday today. Nice. Your cousin's birthday is the day after my birthday? That's awesome. You're gonna be lurking because I'm playing Skyrim, but have a good stream. Thank you, Fantas Up. Have fun playing Skyrim. Okay, so I wanted to pop you up. So we wanted to pop you up like right here. What day is it for you? It is now the 3rd, as of like right now. Literally like right now.
Yes, it's not, the day just changed.
Well, maybe one in actually. Right there. It's the 2nd for me. Oh, your cousin. Am I your cousin? Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's funny. I'm like, I didn't think July birthdays were common.
Is your cousin like tall, handsome, and wealthy? Because then I think that's probably what's going on.
That might just be it.
That's got to be what it is. Okay. So elevator is gonna be here. I think he's short. Oh. Could be me. Must be someone else.
I don't know. That seems very plausible. Like, what's short?
Yeah. What if I had it pop me up like inside? And then there's like a staircase that takes you up here. That could work too. Side would work because I do need to have like a little path that goes over to the chests anyway. Okay, let's try. I need some prismarine. Where's my fella? There it is. so we want to do like this. How far out does that go from the chests? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that? And that's 1, 2, 3 out from the glass. Yes. And then that's 1, 2. Wait, no, hold on. Did I mess this up? Maybe I need one more. 1, 2, 3 out from the glass. I thought the chests were in the middle, aren't they? They are. Then what? Why am I so confused? Oh, because I was looking at the wrong block. It's 1 and then 2 out from the glass, and then a third one down. So 1 and then 2 out from the glass. Yeah, and then the next one would be right there. Right? That seems correct so far. Okay. So we're just gonna make this a big old floor. We can decide what the block it's gonna be later. For now, let's just fill this in properly. Isn't it funny how I had exactly enough blocks? That is just satisfying as all heck. Like, geez.
I love when that happens.
Huh?
I love when that happens.
Isn't it great? Oh, I actually had a couple left over. Never mind. I just forgot that they were back. You guys, like, leave me alone? Okay, I'm just gonna go sleep. Having a regen beacon at my house is awesome. It's like, even if I'm like a little injured, when I come flying in, you just see my heart start going back up. It's so nice.
Truly so beautiful. I don't understand how anyone creates complicated characters and then draws them more than once. Because I would end myself. Because why would they do this? Why would they do this to me? I say that like I didn't pick this character in here.
Maybe this hilt is like way too thick. Well, I mean, it needs to be this big regardless, so it is what it is. We're gonna have to work with this. Ow. I do not have enough of this. Oh, wait. I have these. I don't have any food up here. Oh, wait. Duh. Sorry. Well, none of it's cooked. It is what it is. Okay, so we need to do something like this.
Everything in my head is telling me to crop this drawing, but that's just because I'm lazy.
Symmetry. Okay. And
You got
then
that.
what?
You got that.
Yep, sure do. What if we flip it above that goes? Does that work? That cut it off. I'm gonna go check the other side and see. I think it will cut it off, but we're gonna check. It does. It stinks. Okay, so we can't do that. That just messes with me. Okay, nothing's gotten to those yet. Okay, so this cannot be this. It has to be one more layer of the warp trackers, which is fine. Just need to go get a bunch more of those. Okay. Oh, I have warp planks. I'm so silly. Where did those cooked? Where did I just put them? Just so silly? I can be. Certainly have that capacity sometimes.
Sometimes.
Let's make these There we go. Okay. Then build our roof. Again, these blocks are not final. I don't know what the design is going to look like. This is just so that we can get the shape. So if you're like, man, that's hideous, don't worry. We'll get there.
Trust the process.
Exactly. Oh, wait, would it look better if we bevel it out? Maybe it would. It probably will. Okay, let's make this go up one. Okay. There we go. Now this looks like a nice, cozy little room, huh? I think that looks great.
Oh, it is. I forgot.
Um, should figure out what to block in the edge with, though. What should be the end of the hilt? Maybe I'm thinking some stairs to like make it look a little pointed out. Maybe might be the strat. Not entirely sure. Maybe some slabs and stairs. Okay, put some of our other stuff in here. Now, let's make a couple of slabs. Try that first. Top's up. Bottom's up. Maybe not slabs. I don't know. A friend. More trapdoors real quick. And more prismarine. Once we get there, it needs to be 2 rows of trapdoors. So we want to do something like this. To park our friend right here. Okay, what does it look like on the other side? Okay, so then it's a block above that. So we need to go like this. All the way across. And then after that block, it goes in one as I just fill this in. So. Go. Okay. Oh wait, no, it needs to be longer. Wait. Did I do this wrong? This looks so incorrect. What did I do wrong? No. The hoppers are just throwing me off. It is correct. It is the correct width. Let's see. So it's those 2 are the middle. If I go to the glass, it's 1, 2, and then the third one drops down. So if I go to the glass on this side, it's 1, 2, and then the third one drops down. Okay, that is correct. It just looks funky from the inside because of the chests being at a different orientation. That's okay. That is not. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just going to be where the actual hallway goes to get into these structures. It's going to be next to those chests. Okay, so we're doing okay. We're doing good. So now I need to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, I still got to fill in this side first. Hold on. I think I want to do the same thing as I did on the other side, which is just going to be like fill in all these blocks. Yes. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Remy, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Got it. Hi, guys. Hi. I usually have a topic, but we usually figure that out as we go. So while Judge is gone, right, we're gonna talk about something I've been doing recently, and recently I mean in the past, I guess technically now going into the third day. Anybody else here heard about Art Fight? It's my first time doing it. I'm terrified. I got attacked the moment I uploaded my characters yesterday. I say past 2 days. I've been planning to do Art Fight for a few weeks and procrastinated uploading and doing anything until the second day of it. So they're having fun so far. Hi Eva. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, currently I'm working on an attack at the moment. It's this really cute bunny girl. But her outfit is so complicated it makes me want to cry. So I decided to start coloring her face to take a break from the line art because it is the bane of my existence. My first attack was messy sketches, a little cleaned up in the face. That's it. I usually like render on top of my sketches because I don't know, my art block has gotten to the fact that doing line art and finishing stuff completely is bad. I'm gonna make we're making a very own comic right now. That's sick. I love that. I hope that goes well. I've always wanted to make my own comic, but again, inconsistency. I'm a person to be. But I hope that goes well for you. A lot better than it's ever gone for me comic making. I do love comics. I really read web comics every single day without fail. I've got manga, comic books over there. I'm currently selling my stuff if I need some cash. But I will regrow my collection in videos. But I love that medium. I like that sort of like storytelling a lot. It makes reading a lot easier for me as well. I can read chapter books. I have been able to comprehend them pretty well. But I know for other people, comics make being able to read so much easier. It's like another format, and it's its own way. So I totally agree with that. You can barely hear me. That's not. Wait, if
I'm back. Sorry,
Oh.
you're right. Remy is probably hard to hear because hostile mobs is turned up. I'm turning that off, and I'll turn Remy up. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you should be able to hear Remy a little bit better now.
Hi guys.
Sorry, continue. I wasn't trying to interrupt.
We were just talking about comics and how like that form of media is really cool, especially for people who have a hard time reading. Having a visual next to it makes things a lot easier to comprehend some situations. Some people like it's like a reading, but in between the lines is really hard for some people. But so, what about reading into the drawing a lot more? It's kind of people have a good time.
Nicest happy birthday. Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah, you're old.
I sure am.
Everyone pointed off.
Yep, point and laugh, everyone. Get it out of your system now.
We'll do this again next year. We also hear him point and laugh.
Alden. Before you disappear, you need to see how good it's coming along. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Wait, where'd my friend go? Where'd my friend go? Is he underneath? There he is. Okay. Check it out. Okay? So yeah, as you can see, like that side is basically finished. But like imagine the left side looks like that too. And then those chests are going to be blocked as well. Now, I know that's all prismarine and it looks kind of gross. I'm going to swap out those blocks. I don't know what blocks I'm using yet. I'm just building Happy Cat. Yeah, dude, look at them. Look at the fella, dude. They're incredible. You have no idea how amazing they are. It's out already? It is, yeah. It's been out for 2 versions actually. There was another one that dropped today that put in or not today, was it yesterday? It's like in the last couple of days that gives you the chicken jockey music disc.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
Because it's wonderful. Anyway, yeah, Happy Gas are fantastic. You have no idea. But anyway, look at how good the Guardian Farm like sword hilt is looking, bro. And again, I'm gonna swap out a lot of these blocks. The gem at the top, I think it looks kind of like, I don't know. It's anticlimactic. I'm gonna make it look like a giant diamond crystal instead of that. That's I don't really like that so much anymore. So it's gonna be way bigger. But like, can you see the vision? Can you see the vision here? It's gonna look sick when this build is done. I'm so stoked. That's awesome though. I know this is gonna be like, and again, it's gonna have a big old blade that goes straight down into the ocean. I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for this. Looks sick as heck. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have I peaked?
What do you mean?
No, I have a game request for Roblox.
What?
Good use of your power. Alright, look at the chat.
I have a game request for Roblox. Oh. I think before I decide what the entrance is gonna look like, 99 Nights in the Forest? I've never heard of this.
Why 99?
Yeah, why specifically 99? That's a great question. Okay, so that's what it would look like properly. We do have to cover up the chest bit though. The chest bit goes one out from the glass. So we need, hold on, we can mine this. No, we can't. Oh my goodness. I was so wrong. We cannot mine that. That block has to stay there forever. In fact. Okay, well, let's just fill that in. One out from the glass, but it needs to be back. Like that. Okay, that is now symmetrical. As symmetrical as it's going to get. Right? Yes. Okay, what does that side look like? It's just it's four deep, and then flat. So let's get on our buddy. I have no idea, Remy. You should play it too if you can. I'll do a Roblox day one of these days. Since I got talked into playing that game.
I figured out even no one has convinced me to open Roblox in years. Shoot, if you really want me to play 99 Nights in the Forest, I might. I'll ask my younger siblings because they love Roblox, and anytime I go downstairs, they're playing Roblox. I'll ask them if they played that game before.
There you go. Doing your homework.
Let me get some insight.
And then that's
Or even better, I'll have them test it out for me.
okay, that.
Tell them to get back to me. Give them homework.
It's like this.
When in doubt, outsource. Or something like that. I think that's.
This is is going quite well. The block choice is definitely quite bland, but that's okay because again, this is just temporary. I'm just getting the shape down. We'll decide what blocks are going here once we know what it's gonna look like shape-wise, because we need it to be working somewhat logistically, right? We needed to work functionally before we worry about the appearance.
That right there is what we call architecture.
Actually, yeah, it's a good shout. Eating popcorn? That's wonderful. It's one out from the glass. Did I do it wrong? Oh, wait. I think I need to make this go out one more. It's okay. It's okay. Easy fix. Easy fix. See the Copper Golem update too? I think that's still a preview. I could be wrong. I think that's still preview.
I'm so excited.
Let me see. Yeah, one out from the glass. Like this. Like that. That's where that road needs to go. Yeah, we found out about it today. Super exciting. Yeah. And I like the new take on the copper golem. No offense to the old system. Oh no, that's where I had it before, wasn't it? Am I insane? Hold on.
You might be. What bit of passion?
The wall is one out from the glass. Okay, the wall is one out from the glass. Okay, so I did have it in the right place, and I broke all that for no reason. Good job, me. The new one is so much better. It is. Okay, we can do this floor all the way out to where the hoppers start dropping down. So we can stay right here for this part. There we go. Man, this is starting to be exactly what I wanted. And then we just make this into the little staircase spot. We'll just make a couple of stairs. Oh, wait. Okay, maybe we just make the staircase one thick. That's okay. I think that works just fine. Two stairs would have looked nicer, but that's okay. This is slightly more functional. Oh, but this blocks the chest. Sort of. What can I do? What can I do here? It could just be a ladder. What do you guys think? Do we just swap it out for a ladder? Get rid of this. We just do a ladder right here. Or, no, I'm so silly. We just move the stairs back one. And then it won't be a problem at all. Hold on, we do it like this. Like that, yeah? And then get rid of that. That block doesn't need to be there. Is this the room? I think this is the chest room. It looks fantastic. We have some windows that we can open. It's built into the design of the sword. Only thing I'm worried about is how high he can or cannot reach for the chests. Oh, that's fair. Is Remy back yet? Yeah, Remy's been back.
I'm here. I never left.
Yeah. I can't make Remy any louder, unfortunately. They're at 200%. So, Remy, you should turn up your volume, I guess. If you could.
What?
Turn up your mic volume.
Let me try.
Okay.
Where's the video? Am I any louder?
Yes.
Okay.
Slightly, but yes.
I thought you went to ask someone something. I just mumbled to myself. Especially when I draw.
I think this is what the room has to look like, guys. It just looks too good. Okay, with the last chest, that's the last set of this particular wall. And it's gonna go back some. Last chest, last set of this particular wall. This is starting to work. I'm actually digging this. I'm so stoked. So stoked for this build. This is so incredible. I'm so glad it's working. Okay, so now we need to hop back on our friend and start building the other side. Now for this, could I just do slabs and still have that chest open? Will that work? I think I can. So we'll just do like this. That does work, okay. So we just do that. It's not the prettiest, but it does what we need it to do. It keeps everything nice and like contained. And the only weird looking part is those two little trapdoors, which I could just mirror those so that it doesn't look so bad. I could just put more trapdoors right there. So we might just end up doing that. But otherwise, it's looking great. It's looking fantastic. It's looking spectacular. We need to put more of these in the hopper now, because we are on to the other side. Oh, no, I need to get more of the trapdoors, don't I? I need to get like a lot more. Yeah. We need like 12 on this side and then 14 on the other. We might need to go get more warped wood. I don't know if I have any more. Let's check and see. Any? No, only a couple. It's not definitely not enough. What about in here? Any in here? None. Okay, yeah, wait. It's got some emeralds in it. Okay, yeah, let's go get some warped wood. Probably just gonna go into the nether for it, to be honest. Which is okay, so we already have our fireworks. So that's everything that we need. this way. I think I went the wrong way. Find a crimson or we'll find a warped forest eventually. Oh, look at that. We already found one. Perfect. Alright, let's just chop a bunch of tree. Okay, whatever this giant, thick tree was, that was awesome. Honestly, while I'm here, I'm gonna grab these shroom lights. You know what? And honestly, this warped fungus, too. Or this warped... What is this called? Warped wort? Grab that, too, just in case. In case we need it for something.
I gotta show you this face.
You got a what?
I gotta show you this face.
His face?
I colored it and I just
Ooh!
the shading I've done.
Looks great.
Yeah, not time to do the rest of the thing. I hate drawing clothing. My least favorite part.
These thick trees are just amazing. These are the ones that we want. There's an incredible amount of wood very quickly. Okay. We got what we wanted. Let us put the elytra back on. Pull out our handy compass. And then fly back home. Actually, we can go through this portal right here. Just Riptide. This is crazy. I don't remember this at all, I'm gonna be honest. These are some weird coordinates. Apparently, they looted this ship and then built a portal over it for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. That's okay. We're gonna swap out our compasses. Let's get some height and see if we can figure out why we built this portal. Ruined portal right there. Sunken ship, sunken ship. I think it was just in case we wanted to do builds with sunken ships that naturally spawn. That might be it. Not entirely sure. Now we fly home. There is home. I just wanted to check on the villagers. It's been a while since I went in there. So now that we got all of that stuff, we're gonna head back up top. Okay, we need to make a bunch of the trapdoors. A bunch of the trapdoors. Okay, so real quick, where did I put my crafting table? I guess I picked it up. Let's just slap one down real quick right here, temporarily. Okay, that should be more than enough. Okay. So now we flap our way over here with our friend. And then we start placing our trapdoors. That is not right at all. Okay, we fixed it easily. There we go. Okay, and then pull out this bad boy. He's got to go there. And then it goes up one, so like this. And I'm pretty sure that goes straight across. There we are. Okay, then we need these back in the hotbar. Beautiful. Okay. And real quick, we can grab those. And yeah, we'll just build this across real quick. It goes all the way, so that's one passed out from that block. Is that it? One more. Yeah, one more. Ow. My face. I want to say that's correct. And then that goes there.
I'm
Beautiful.
lying, I hate that.
You what?
I'm lying, I hate this hair.
Oh.
I was trying to like try a different way of shading it, and I like looked at the black colors. I'm like, how does one even start?
Okay, and then we need to do just like that. And same thing on this side. I didn't actually need to do that. That was kind of goofy of me to do. Just do it like that. Wait. that. And this goes all the way across. Normal prismarine that I have here. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So then, how do we do the stairs again? Okay, so we cut out that first one because it's going to be blocked off anyway, right? Yes. And then the one underneath. So that's a staircase. So we make that a staircase, right? Yes. So that's got to be a staircase, which means that this has to be, yeah, just like that. Perfect. 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 We actually have enough staircase left over. Let's place just like that. That's beautiful. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Now I need more prismarine. But because we have all of this finished, you know what we could do for more prismarine? We just
What?
go and slice a couple guardians and then wait for the items to filter out for a second. And we'll get a ton of prismarine. Incredible. It'll take a minute, but that's okay. We'll do a couple of swipes. Need to mend all my stuff anyway. I just heard a dolphin die. How did a dolphin get in there? For a second, I was like, what the heck just made that noise? Because I have like hostile mobs turned off, right? So I was just like sitting here waiting, like absorbing all this XP, and I just heard like, and I'm like, what the heck was that? Hilarious. Now if I go down here, yeah, we have a lot of prismarine filtering through. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay, put all this away for a second. Pull out some of this. That's just incredible how this thing is helping me to build it itself. That's just really satisfying. Okay, so
Just drawing and I'm that. When I say take a break from just drawing, I literally mean take a break from one and draw something else.
This is all fully encased now, which is interesting to say the least. These glass don't need to be here, and I think this is where I want to come up. This is where I want the player to arrive, in these 2 blocks. Maybe something like... That's not right at all. Something like you step through here, and it would have like signs right here, so that the water doesn't go through here. Not entirely sure. It could also be like... No, because I can't break those blocks. It could be instead like this. You come up right here, and then there's signs right there and signs right there. I kind of like the idea of coming up right here. So it could be sign, 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 sign. Does that prevent the water? I think it does. I think that's what we want. I think that would work. We will see. We will see. We will see. I think that'll work. If not, we could do trapdoors or something instead. In fact, we could try trapdoors. If I do a trapdoor like this, does that prevent this water from flowing? It does. It does. It does. I have to lock that in, but that's not a problem at all. We just do that. So then we can place a bucket of water right here. And then similarly, if I have that there, does that prevent this water from flowing? It does. It does. It does. It does. Okay. I think we'll just use trapdoors instead, because that honestly looks kind of nice. Anyway, I just like that. Cool. Okay. Well, we know where the player's coming up. He's coming up right here. That's where the water elevator is going to be. Which will work out fantastically for the rest of the setup. This is coming along so swell. We can actually put the water there now so we can start swimming up here, or like riptiding up here. Real quick, let's just a few more prismarine. Okay. We can just slide out of here. Jump on our buddy. And then start placing our blocks properly. No. You don't want that to go there at all. That was the absolute wrong spot. It's okay. We fixed it immediately. Okay. We just need to fill in. Just like that. It's starting to look fantastic, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Uh, this is starting to look sick. Yeah. This is starting to look awesome. Okay, real quick, we can, oh, we can't do that actually. Well, actually, yeah, we can. We can just do this. Okay, so we're gonna need. That's not it. We're gonna need. Let's grab a bunch of those because I want to mess around with them real quick. And then we need to make some slabs, slaberinos. Okay, okay, okay. That's all we needed. We need to go back outside onto our friend real quick. Let's we fixed our little thing. Okay, close that window. Just like that. Do the same thing on the opposite side so it looks good. What if we don't do it on the edge one? So it's a little more subtle. We'll do that instead. I'm gonna go change the other side. Yeah, it looks way better not having that one there. Okay. Guys, the hilt, the shape of the hilt is done. We just need to decorate the hilt. I have no idea how we're gonna decorate the hilt just yet. I gotta wrap my brain around this. But it's gonna look cool either way, right? Let me look at some hilts of some swords and see if we can get any inspiration. Sword, medieval sword. Images. I searched medieval sword with decorative hilt. Ooh, okay. I'm already getting some ideas. I'm already getting some ideas. Give me a second here. Let me envision this. Okay. I have an idea, but it requires us to go back to the Nether and get some more wood. um, so I think we're gonna go do that. It's just I need to get a different kind of wood. If you're wondering what I mean by more wood when we have a plenty, I need to get the crimson wood. This way. Really? Crazy dead end to my left. We weren't beaten by it though, and it led us to a crimson. I'm glad we persevered. Okay, so the thing about crimson biomes, we got to be a lot more careful. That's the only thing. It's so much worse. It might not seem like it, but it is. You would be really surprised. Hoglins are a problem. Not because of not just because of how much damage they do, but because when they hit you, it like locks you in place because they knock you up in the air. You can just get kind of stuck. You can just get kind of stuck, and it ain't great. Okay, we're just gonna stick with that. That should be more than enough. Oops. Well, that's not ideal. Okay. Oh, bastion. That I've definitely looted before. Really? Man, this like there's like a wall here, man. Oh, there's home anyway. Okay. Okay. What did the beacon make the powered up noise? That was weird. Um, we'll worry about all that in a bit. Oh, we can sleep real quick. It's been a while since we've slept. Let's get rid of that phantom insomnia. Okay. Now that we've got the water pillar, even though it's not a bubble column yet, we can just use that to riptide up there really fast so we don't have to use any more rockets for a while. So we'll get those out of the hotbar. Okay, I want to see how this is going to look. We're going to try something a little crazy. Oh, I need to light up the top of this thing. Well, we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. I'm just gonna put sea lanterns along the top for that. It'll light it up and match the color scheme. How do we feel about this? Let's go take a peek. I don't know if it's a bright enough red, actually. Maybe it is, and I shouldn't overthink it. Because that's going to be surrounded by dark prismarine, is what I think I want to be outlining that. I honestly think so. I think yes. Remy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just zoned in on this drawing.
For the windows portion of the blade of the hilt. Left or right?
Left.
You like the blue on blue?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't like the mismatch?
Is it going to be? Is it going to be like? Is it going to be like a similar palette to that from the rest of the sword?
What do you mean?
Like, is it going to be a mismatch with the rest of the sword?
Well, yeah, but here, like it's like here. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm looking at, and I think you'll see what I'm going for.
I guess you could do the right. It's hard to tell right now.
Because like there will be some more red like in the middle as well. It'll be a different kind. It'll be like a different block. It's not going to be those trapdoors, but it'll be of the same like vein, right?
Okay, then leave those there.
Okay, so stick with the red then.
Yeah.
Okay.
quick, let's head back home and get some. Oh, could do. Okay. I need to grab. I'm really low on dark prismarine. I need to make a squid farm at some point, which is crazy to say out loud.
Why?
What?
What?
So I'd never imagined needing a squid farm.
No, why do you need it?
Oh, you need ink sacks to make dark prismarine, and the conversion is really, really slow. It's like really bad.
Oh.
It's like one ink sac makes one dark prismarine block. Which is just terrible. Like, I don't know why it's that bad. Thankfully, in the meantime, I can get the ink sacks very, very fast with looting. But like, I don't know. It's just crazy to me how hard it is to get dark prismarine compared to the other prismarine types. It's just really, really bad.
I never thought about it. I didn't know that took sacks.
Yeah, it's like, it's not ink sacks. It's technically the black ink, but right, like that's the only way to get black ink. And so it's just really bad. If it was like the way that it should work, you're gonna go to bed. Good night, Eva. In my opinion, you should be able to just take 4 normal prismarine, put them around a ink sac in a crafting table, and that would make 4 dark prismarine, because then it would be 4-to-1 conversion instead of 1-to-1 conversion. But it's literally like a bunch of prismarine, and then 1 ink sac makes 1 dark prismarine. With the rose farm, they can also give black ink. That's technically true, but as we've discussed, Phantazap, whenever there is an ocean-themed way of getting something, I prefer doing it that way. I prefer a Guardian XP farm over an Enderman farm for XP, for example. So, unfortunately, we gotta go with the squid. We gotta make a Squidward farm.
Yeah, I'm not, man.
Squid farm to supply the fuel for the wither roses? I don't know about that. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. The squids are turned into wither roses instead of ink sacs. Okay, but here's the problem with that. If I'm doing it just for black ink, isn't the step of turning them into wither roses entirely unnecessary? Like, I could have just gotten the ink sac drop. Oh, you'd get both. I see.
Double farm.
You know, I don't think I want to do all that. I'm gonna be honest. While that is funny, I don't know about all that. I'm gonna be honest.
It would be so funny to explain to someone. Yeah, so the way I'm using the squids to get wither roses, to get, the thing I need to make dark prismarine, and then someone will be like, can you just kill the squids? How do you say it out loud?
Yeah.
For the bit.
If you really want to do me a solid favor, Phantazap,
Think of an ocean-based iron farm. Yeah. Because that's one of the current hurdles. I need to be able to make an iron farm, and I don't want to do your traditional village silliness. I want it to be ocean-themed. And I have no darn idea what to do. Since drowned are not considered wet zombies anymore for the sake of drops, I can't just use drowned. The best you can get is the Squiren farm currently. That's true. The Squiren farm is it's almost good enough for my standards. It's almost good enough. But it's not, I'm not quite there on it yet. Yeah, I do want to get a little bit. I'm just gonna get 2 stacks of ink sacks. I'm only gonna make 1 stack of dark prismarine for now. I'll just have an extra stack of ink sacks so that the next time I actually need this crap, I don't have to worry about it.
Nothing's funnier than having to color over my line art from black to like purple and pink, right? And then coloring was like, oh, I wanted to have like dramatic light angles and some shine, right? And then having to color the line art, I just colored pink and purple back to black. Manual. Like I did this to myself.
You know, actually, I just thought of something for iron. This wouldn't be automatic iron. This wouldn't be automated iron by any stretch. But something that would solve the quote-unquote iron problem for a very, very long period of time. One of the upcoming projects, I don't know when or how soon, but one of the upcoming projects is I want to make a drowned farm for copper and tridents. Now, I can't do a farm up in the sky because those only work in river biomes in Java Edition. Drowned do not spawn over a certain Y level in Java. So, for a proper drowned farm, I'm going to need to dig out a perimeter. Like a good old-fashioned witch farm perimeter. I could just decide to do that on, like, an iron vein. You know, like those massive iron veins that are, like, if you mined all the iron, you'd have, like, 8,000 iron or something like that. Without fortune. Something insane like that. That would just solve the iron problem for a significant period of time. I don't plan on using the iron to trade like most people do, right? Like most people use their overflow to trade with villagers. I use my fish to trade as overflow. They aren't that huge. I think they are. I think it's like 8,000 iron before fortune. Let's see. Let me see if I'm correct. Iron vein Minecraft. Okay, no, sorry. It's probably 8,000 after fortune. Because it can be anywhere from 2 to 3,000 ore in a vein. So it's probably 8,000 after fortune. Which still, 8,000 iron is absolutely nothing to scoff at. That would solve my iron problems for a significant period of time. So I think that might be the way. Honestly, I don't want to waste this one. So we're gonna ditch that. Okay. We need to put away a bunch of my ink sacks. We're gonna put them in here, I think. Right there. Yeah. I so wish I could make conduits. Every time I open this chest and look at nautilus shells,
I so wish I could make conduits. So painfully much. What am I missing? Oh, does it need crystals? It does, doesn't it? Can put those away. Oh wait, no, because we still need to fly onto the guy sometimes, so we can't put those away. I don't need 2 stacks of food. And we can put that glass away. Okay. We need to get some crystals. How many is that? Why can't I make it? Oh, because I didn't turn the ink sacks into ink. I'm silly. It does not need crystals. Okay. Okay. I'm psyching myself out. Put those away. Okay, we can make 16 more. Perfect. Okay. That should be more than enough for what I need. Let's look at our block palette real quick. Do I want to incorporate any of the rest of these? I don't think so. I think the dark prismarine is what we want here on this particular part. I should use some stripped warped boy for more of it than I have, because like that's just a good color. That's okay. Let's go make use of our dark prismarine real quick. It already looks fantastic, by the way. It's gonna look even better whenever we decorate it. That works really well. Okay. So now we want to have this, and then put these right here, so we can just go like... Oh no! Well, that's awkward.
What happened?
I forgot that there's redstone here. Where did that redstone go? That's gonna be a little awkward, but that's okay. We can make it work. We just gotta place some blocks underneath it. Is this gonna mess up all my filters? I think it might.
I think we have to redo that whole part then. We're gonna replace it.
Did that mess up my filter? No, it didn't. We might get away with it, like scot-free. It did not mess up any of the filters. I honestly thought it would. But it doesn't seem to have. Okay. Okay, lucky me, I guess. Okay, let's go see what that looks like from far away. Not from far away, but from distance. Not up close. Oops, I forgot to. My bad. Okay. You know, I actually don't know how I feel about that.
I actually don't know how I feel about that. It looks like something else. Yeah, because it's unfinished. I don't know if I want the dark prismarine to be there. I don't know. I don't know if that's the block. If you can, for my sake, keep it family friendly in the YouTube chat. Um, I don't know what block to use. I don't think dark prismarine is the way to go. It's giving more space needle at the moment. I mean, once it has a big old blade sticking into the earth, I think it'll look correct. But I don't know what to put. Maybe the red trapdoors are the problem. What if instead of doing like the dark green-ish exterior, we do the blue trapdoors, and then instead of those dark prismarine, it's like a red border for the blue trapdoors. Like we invert it. Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe I need some more saturation and maybe we throw up some like lapis blocks or like blue concrete or something. Maybe it's like a little bit too green and we need to swing back in the other direction. I don't know. I don't know. This is tough. I do think I like the red trapdoors. I think the red trapdoors are a nice contrast. I do enjoy those. I'm just trying to think if there's like a better combination. What are some blue building blocks? I'm trying to think here. I'm gonna hit the Google real quick. Minecraft blue blocks. You know what actually looks kind of incredible is blue terracotta, but I don't have access to that. Oh wait, no, I can. If I smelt clay, clay turns into terracotta, and then I can dye it. Wait, maybe I can make blue terracotta. Hold on. Hold on a moment. We might be onto something here. That might be something. Are there any other cyan blocks? I mean, yeah, there's a ton. There's like the warped wood. There's there's like cyan um whatchamacallit? Uh concrete powder. There's cyan terracotta. What's up, Tumari? Welcome in. Cyan terracotta is just gray, though. It doesn't look actually cyan. It's kind of weird. How was your day? It was alright. How was your day?
You want an update?
What?
You want an update?
Do I want an
I
update?
want to see.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm still on the face. No.
What?
The drawing.
I don't see it. Where'd you put it?
I'm streaming.
What? Oh.
Streaming the drawing on Discord.
Oh, it looks nice. I like the bow.
Thanks. It's like I have like layers of painting.
Yeah.
Now I think I should move on to the.
You got this. I don't know. Maybe I call it for now. It has been 2.5 hours. Maybe some rest will help me be creative. I don't know what the right block is, guys. I don't know. We definitely need to get rid of the vast majority of the prismarine, though. The prismarine, like, even if we just swap it out for prismarine brick, it just looking all like gritty and like cobblestone is just meh. We need to swap out the vast majority of the prismarine. But I don't know. We gotta make the hilt look good for our sword. We gotta make the hilt look like a hilt, you know? I think we're getting there. What about copper trapdoors? Ooh, okay, wait. I didn't think about copper. Maybe. There's also a lot of new copper blocks. No, I shouldn't say new. There's a bunch of different types of copper blocks because of the trial chambers. We could even do like oxidized what are they? Those like lantern things for our lighting. Yeah, oxidized copper bulbs look kind of sick. Oh, and they have like an orange glow to them. That's kind of sick. Okay. You know what? We're gonna slide away for now. But yeah, Archie, I think you've struck gold. Suggesting copper. I forgot about copper. Copper is kind of like a greener color, but that's okay. I think it'll match good enough. I think you're onto something there. Wondering if it'll do some funky stuff. Like if I do waxed, I wonder if I do like waxed or like oxidized bulbs on this row because there's redstone on top of it that, you know, works whenever the storage system is working. It'll be cool if it makes the sword light up when it's sorting. right? Like whenever you're in here killing, it lights up the sword. I wonder if we could get something like that to happen. That might be cool. Like have them turned off normally, but then whenever you are inside killing the guardians, all of the waxed or all of the oxidized bulbs just light up. That might be cool. Oh, you didn't even mean the oxidized. You just meant like normal copper? Oh, I see. We have some experimenting to do tomorrow. You know what I might do? Um, I might make another backup for snapshots, or not snapshots. Sorry, make another backup for screenshots, and then I'll like copy this portion of the blade. We'll throw it in a creative world, and we'll mess around with some different block combinations in a creative world, and then see what we like, and then come to the real game and then make it happen. We might do something like that, just because I would like to experiment with some different things and see what we think. Like do some comparisons. Maybe have chat like vote on one of the designs. Copper in various stages are great. I agree. I agree. We could do even something crazy where like in the middle it's all oxidized, right? To match the hilt and the blade. But as you get further out, it's clean. So it's like a transition, and it would make the edges of the hilt look like, metallic. There might be something there. There might be something going on. There might be something going on there. We've got some planning to do. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. The sword is in a pretty solid position. Um, we'll here. Let's fly our friend a little bit away real quick. Actually, we can leave him right there for now. We can always just bring him back home later. But for sake of where we're at right now in the build, we know that this is the spot where we're going to be deposited by the water elevator. Obviously, it's not finished yet. Also obvious. But when you're in here, you can walk. To the left, it's not connected because there's a hopper in the way. And that's just for some of the items that they drop that get stuck. So you have to go around this side. You can tuck your way in here. And with the way that this chamber is set up, and if you're wondering why these trapdoors are here, it's so that you can't be too far away. Because whenever you swipe these guys, it knocks you back because of the thorns. The trapdoor makes it so that you're always in range of the XP. Right? I can't get knocked back out of range. Like I'm holding backwards. I can't get too far away for XP. And the way that we have this room set up, there's nowhere that I can stand unless I crouch right here, I think. Maybe not even here. Yeah, I've successfully eliminated the ability for them to be able to shoot you with a beam under any circumstances. So the only damage that you should be taking up here is thorns. And to help deal with that, I will eventually have a beacon going through here that hits you with resistance and regen. So you won't have to worry about that either. But you should be perfectly safe up here. If you come over here to the left, you can come into one side of the storage room where items are being sorted based on their type. What was that? Salmon. I don't know why cod got in there, but that's okay. Oh. The collection is starting already, my friends. This is great news. But yeah, items get sorted. Half of the items get sent in the opposite direction. So there's more storage for more items. Clearly. And it's just coming along great. I don't It's fantastic so far. This is gonna be really cool when it's done. You do accidentally pick up some of the items sometimes. You can solve that problem easily though by just having a full inventory, and then that won't happen. We're slowly inching our way to level 200 on accident, which is kind of funny. I kind of want to log out in this thing. Because, I don't know. Well, no, that's right. I remember saying I want to start logging out in the bar. Because that just feels, like, lore accurate. Yeah. So we're going to go down to the bar. Kick our feet up. Maybe put on some, Yeah, I think a good habit, whenever I'm ending stream, we'll come back to the bar. And do like a little State of the Union type thing. No, that doesn't go in there. Where we like turn that off first of all. We'll play some jazz, some smooth jazz, and just kind of, you know, just chill. So today we did a bunch of work on the sword again. The hilt, the shape of the hilt is finished. We just need to figure out how we're decorating it. Archie gave a great suggestion with copper, so we're gonna explore some copper the next time we play. We're gonna see what we can do and how we can make the sword look. I think what we'll end up doing, like I said, is I'm gonna make a backup of the world. I want to make a new backup anyway for screenshots. Just so everybody's aware, full disclosure, I don't really care. If somebody thinks this is cheating, that's fine. It's just the way that I prefer to do it. Whenever I make a backup, I'll update a separate save file where I boot it up and enable cheats by you click on LAN, you set this to creative, and then you allow commands. And then when you start the LAN world, it lets you use commands even if you don't have them baseline disabled. I never do these on this world. It's always been survival and commands have always been off. Always. It has always been the case. But in the second save file, I'll put it in creative, or rather spectator, with commands on, so that I can get screenshots for my thumbnails and stuff. We'll do that. I'll pull it up in a screenshots world, and then do a structure block copy of the hilt, and then we'll post the hilt into a creative super flat world, and then mess around with some designs. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be cool. That'll be interesting. But yeah, sword build is going great. The XP farm is going to be the coolest looking thing on my save file by the time I'm done with it, I think, which is crazy. But hey, I mean, that's not a bad thing. I don't know what the next project is after that. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what the next project is. There's so many things I want to go work on. Let's go look at the to-do list, because I actually haven't updated it in a while. To-do list. Decorate outside the Drained Temple. Maybe we focus on that. Maybe we finally focus on home. The only thing is, I want the decorating the outside of the temple to be like an ongoing thing always, because we're always going to get more flowers from, like, more flower types from Wandering Traders, more sapling types from Wandering Traders, more little plants. Like, do I have ferns yet? Has he given me ferns, for example? I don't think so. We've got drip leaf. We could do some drip leaf stuff. Oh, I do have ferns. Okay. But yeah, like, I want to get more little blocks like these. I very much so do. So maybe we don't really focus on that, because I want that to be like an ever evolving thing outside of the Drained Temple. So that can just stay there. We could go find the music box version of Creator and Mellow High. We haven't done that yet. Working on the greenhouse. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Maybe that's... I've been putting that off. I don't even know why I've been putting that off. We could work on the greenhouse. Finish the vanilla vault. We're letting Liam handle that. It's mostly done. The floor needs to be swapped out. And we need, like, this wall to be filled in. And then we need to get more armor stands and then some item frames set up here. For the most part, the vanilla vault is basically done. Have you got in-game bushes yet? Can I get those by bone mealing the floor? I might be able to just get those. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go see what happens. I haven't tried that yet. I don't want to do that here because then I have to clean up all the grass. We're going to go somewhere else real quick. Bushes are in this version. I know because I saw them earlier on my realm. That I do with my friends. I don't... Can I get bushes? Doesn't look like it. Probably not. I can probably get them from wandering traders, though. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. It's a good question. Minecraft bush. Bush. Minecraft wiki. Let's see here. Non-solid plant block found in many grassy biomes. Its color is biome dependent and matches the color of the grass blocks. It generally generates naturally on in birch forests, old growth birch forests, plains, windswept hills, gravelly hills, windswept forests, and on the shores of rivers and frozen rivers. Well, we're not getting them naturally. I'll tell you that. They do not come from wandering traders. I don't think I get bushes. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I will ever have bushes. If I could get one, I could spread it endlessly with bone meal, but I don't have a way of actually getting them. Like, I don't have a way of actually getting a first one. So, unfortunately, it says wandering trader sell them? Are you sure? It doesn't say it on the bush page. Okay, I guess I'm going to the wandering trader offers. He sells ferns. I don't see bushes on here. He sells firefly bushes, but I already knew that. Those are on the way. We just gotta wait for wander. We just gotta wait. I really hope. Okay, wandering traders. Let's talk about wandering traders real quick, because guys, for those of you who haven't been here since the beginning, no shame, no shame. You might not understand how incredible wandering traders are for me, and also how frustrating they are. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story before I end stream. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story about Ocean Only. Let's do some of this action here. We'll put that there, and we'll put this here, and then I will switch this to desktop view. Okay. So, wandering traders. If you see this little trade right here, sugarcane. Okay. For a long time, I thought that was going to be my way of getting renewable sugar. Was I needed to wait for a wandering trader to give me sugarcane. And I needed sugar. If you did, yeah, Lego's already laughing. If you didn't know, you need sugar for any general progress in a Minecraft world because of how much content which is a ridiculous amount, is locked behind having cured villagers. And now it's not to say that anything is actually locked behind them. It's just that villagers are the only realistic way of getting some things that you need a lot of. A great example, mending books. Now, before I worried about villagers, I tried to get mending books on my own. Because there is a way for me to get mending books in an ocean-only world without villagers. And it's by fishing. When you fish up an enchanted book, it has a chance of giving you mending. I did a cumulative somewhere around 14 hours worth of fishing and got 2 mending books. 2. It's horrible. They need to up those rates significantly. And the thing is, they're about to nerf villagers. The solution is not to nerf villagers. It's to buff the way that you can get these items elsewhere, so that you don't need villagers. 2 is not enough for any player, let alone a hardcore player. It's just not. It's just not. It is more optimal for me to get mending on all of my gear than to keep replacing it. I think anybody would agree with that, right? That's not silly. If I had to go and re-max out my armor every time it broke, that would suck, right? It's way more optimal. Way more optimal to just get mending. So, sugarcane. That was something that we were waiting to happen upon us on the side while I fished for mending books. Well, it took so long that I stopped trying to get sugarcane, and I built a mob farm. I'll show you the mob farm real quick. Just go on a quick little walk over here. I'll show you the exact one. You've probably seen it a million times if you've been watching me. It's that one right up there. We built that. We would AFK on that little platform. We let mobs spawn in there, and they'd fall down. It was really inefficient. Didn't work great. But we did that so we would get witches. We did that so that we would get witches. What's up, Alden? I thought you would have been sleeping by now. We're talking about the history of ocean only and sugar. And I did that because witches have a low chance of dropping sugar. And getting just a couple sugar is enough to get some weakness potions so that you can start getting some cured villagers. Because there's no way for me to get villagers normally. I can't just find a village and live with the expensive trades. I had to cure zombie villagers. It's the only way. Remember you being at that farm when I started watching? That sounds about right, Lego. That sounds like exactly where I would have been. I later learned that you can get sugar from honey bottles. You can get honey bottles from beehives. You might be thinking, well, beehives in an ocean-only world? Come on. You can actually generate beehives naturally. I actually have bees on this world. By growing saplings next to flowers. Guess where flowers come from in this world? Wandering traders. You see the problem? You seeing the issue? Okay. Well, actually, turns out you can get some flowers from bone mealing moss. So you don't need that many from the wandering trader. Just one trade of flowers is good enough. Just get some poppies. Get some dandelions. That's enough. Okay, well, you need saplings. Where do you get saplings from? Wandering traders. You're welcome for your bee source of sugar. Thank you. Sugarcane. Sugarcane, I didn't see until... Oh, thank you, Lego. Thank you, Lego, for the 100 bits. Thank you, Lego, for the 100 bits. What is that? What does that pop up? Thank you, Lego, for getting us started 100 out of 1,000. What is the 1,000? I didn't set up any goals.
You have a bits goal.
Interesting. I didn't do that. Twitch did that, to be clear. I don't actually have a goal right now. Well, I'll set all that up another day. I do plan on having one of these days, like my next proper day off work. I'm going to do a lot of setup. I'm going to get like widgets properly set up on my Twitch. I'm gonna decorate my YouTube channel a little bit better.
You're
Get
finally
some
gonna use.
commission somebody for emotes. What'd you say, Remy?
You're finally gonna use the panels I made for you.
Yes. I'm gonna also fix my Stream Deck because there's a lot of buttons that just don't work for some reason. I gotta update it. I think I think I just need to update the software. I'm gonna have a day where I do a lot of resetting. That's coming. That is on the way. But anyway, back to ocean only lore. It took 4 years to get sugarcane. 4 years to get sugarcane. And there are a lot of blocks that I can only get from wandering traders. Only. Okay? For a while there, they were the only way I could get ice. Packed ice and blue ice. Lego gave us a data pack that gave us the other ocean types. So now we have access to ice and glaciers. Which is good. But the only way that I was able to get them originally was from wandering traders. Logs, those are actually new. They didn't actually sell logs until kind of recently, I'm pretty sure. But they do sell all the sapling types. Literally started watching when you were frustrated about sugar. Then I saw your bees. Sounds about right. I think I remember you mentioning that I could do that. That I could do that trade, Archie. We've got Podzol. Only place I can get. Oh no, I can make Podzol. Sorry, I was thinking of my mycelium. I can't get mycelium. I really wish I could. I so wish I could. Conversation for another day. Ferns, wandering traders. Sugarcane, wandering traders. Almost all of these flowers, wandering traders. Blue orchid, lily of the valley, eye blossom, only wandering traders. What's up, KLSBI? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. A couple of these dyes, I believe, I can only get from wandering traders. I'm trying to remember. I can get red without them. I can get white. I can get blue. Pink is red and white, so I can get that. I can get black. Green, technically, came from wandering traders because it was cactuses. I just made my bit goal. What? Bro. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. Why is there a hype train going on? What? Okay, I need to change that. That is just too easy to hit. Whoa. Anyway, I can get pink. I can get black. Green comes from wandering traders. Light gray. I can make light gray. Magenta. I don't remember how to get magenta. That might be one of the ones that's wandering trader only. Yellow dandelions. Dark gray I can make. Purple is blue and red. Light blue is blue and white. Lime. I think I have to make lime by doing green with white. So lime was also locked. Orange is white and red. Brown I can only get from wandering traders. You play Java, I'm Bedrock player, unfortunately. There's nothing wrong with Bedrock. Don't say unfortunately. Bedrock is fine. Bro didn't even read my message for 1K bits. It says happy birth, Broda. You already said happy birthday. You'll be alright. Cyan, I think, is green and blue. So also cyan is blocked behind wandering traders. Or was. It's not anymore. I have cactuses now, so I can get infinite, right? But technically speaking, those were blocked. Can you go to ancient cities and ocean biome world? Sadly, I cannot. I wish I could. That'd be sick. Magenta, you can make purple and pink. Oh, okay. You are correct. So it's only a couple. It was like lime and green and cyan and brown. Like those were all locked behind wandering traders. Vines were. Pale hanging moss, that's a newer one, but that I'm gonna count that. Is it your birthday? It was 2.5 hours ago. Pointed dripstone. Oh, Lego with the gifted. Thank you, Lego, for hype training me to the next hype train level as well. I appreciate you guys. I'll have better setup for these next stream, since apparently you guys like hitting a hype train every time I go live. Small drip leaf, wandering traders. Red sand. Look, guys. This is a coveted, rare little fella. Look at these 48 red sand that I've accumulated. Over 4 years, guys, I've accumulated 48 red sand. These are the only red sand in the entire world for me. Level 2 completed because Trainer just gifted 5 subs. Can you... Alright, guys. Chill. I'm trying to end stream here, please. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the gifted. Cyan dye we can get from sniffers now? Really? Is it pitcher pods? Okay, Alden, stop. Chill. Chill out. Chill. Thank you. Relax.
No, level 3 come.
Thank you for level 4 hype train. Dupe sand? I'm not duping if I can help it. With end portal glitch? Yeah, I know how to, and I've duped gravity blocks in the past, but I'd rather not dupe if I don't have to. That is my record highest hype train for my channel ever. I've never hit 4 before. If this not patched in Java 1.21.6, it might be patched. I don't know, but I'm probably not gonna dupe. It would only be if I like absolutely needed to. I'd rather not if possible. Pointed dripstone, the first batch, I can dupe them now, not dupe them, but I can grow dripstone now. Those were also locked behind wandering traders. Pale moss, wandering traders. Wildflowers, which I really want. Guys, I want wildflowers so bad. They look so nice. Partner money go burr. It really does. It really does. You have tridents in that world? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We're actually going to make a trident farm at some point. Kelp was weirdly for a long time locked behind wandering traders. Now, you might be thinking, what? Trust me, it was. And it's weird that it was, but it was. Get Zoe to follow you on Twitch next time. Next time we play. Double the partner money? That's crazy. Hi, what's up, Max Ireland? Welcome in. Cactuses were locked behind wandering traders. For a while, all of the coral blocks were also locked behind wandering traders. Firefly bushes are locked behind wandering traders. I still have yet to get mangrove papagules. We have spruce. We have pale oak. We have normal oak. Do we? Wait. I don't think I have normal oak saplings yet.
That's crazy.
Isn't it? We have jungle. We have dark oak. I think. Do I? I might not.
Oh, she's an axe.
I have cherry blossom saplings. I have birch and I have acacia. But as you can see, point is, there's a lot of items that are locked behind wandering traders. It took 4 years to get sugarcane. 4 years. So, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get a firefly bush. I have absolutely no idea. I have not a clue how long it's going to take me to get a firefly bush. It could be years before I get one. And again, a lot of the items on this list, I only need one, and then we're good. I can dupe them. I can use some bone meal and just grow them like crazy. The tree you saw in the frozen ocean is a Mojang issue. For frozen ocean contained trees water with a chance of 0.1% for fancy oak tree.
Huh?
Interesting. So I can go get oak saplings. Please reply. I did. I said I do have tridents. You can even see one in my hotbar right here. Do you have a raid farm? Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I didn't see your message before, unless you were talking about the trident message. No, I don't have a raid farm. You have coral? Bone meal the coral for sea pickles. They make lime dye. I have sea pickles now. But originally they were locked behind wandering traders. I had to get, or a lime used to be locked behind wandering traders because the coral blocks. I can now get sea pickles and coral blocks naturally because if you didn't know, hype train success, it's over. Hype chest open. Of course I want to open it. I got an emote. It's a timid art person walking away for some reason. Here. That's my emote. Oh, it looks like I think everybody might have gotten the same one. At least Lego did. 11 subs, 1100 bits. Thank you again, trainer. Thank you again, Lego. I appreciate you guys. But yeah. A lot of stuff. Build it. It's insanely useful. As in my world, I got so many resources from that. Honestly, I don't really need a raid farm. There are some things that I can get from a raid farm. Don't get me wrong. They're not useless, but it's not a priority right now. The thing that I would get the most useful, bro. Chill out. Relax. Calm down. Calm down with the bits, please. Please. I appreciate it, but please. Save some of your money that you want to give me for whenever you can give me money on YouTube because I want that channel to be promoted. Save some of your money for then. Please. Can't even finish any of my points. Everybody's giving me too much stuff. A lot of stuff locked behind Wandering Trader. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get some of this stuff. Firefly Bush, some of the saplings still. Thankfully, I think it's like basically guaranteed to get at least one sapling with the way that they work. I could be wrong. Nine trades in total. 2 random trades from the purchasing table. 2 random trades from the special selling table. And 5 random trades. Never mind. I thought it was like it had to pick one. That was 1. That was 2. That was 3. That was 4. That was 5. Never mind. It does not work the way I thought it was. I see saplings relatively commonly, at least. I've gotten lucky on saplings, I will say. Very, very, very lucky. But the last few, like I said, I don't have mangrove poppagules. I really want mangrove poppagules. I love the redwood. It looks great. It's probably going to be a while. Now, I might get some of the logs early because of the special selling table. But I would only get some of the logs is it, right? I'd only get some logs. Half a stack roughly. You only have coast armor trims. I've got a few. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got coast. We've got a couple of the nether ones. Let's see here. We've got the snout, we've got rib, we've got coast, we've got tide. And we've got flow and eye. And I can go get the ones from ancient cities. I just have to go loot one. And I can get the other one from child chambers. I just got to get lucky. Well, thank you again, Alden. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks for the happy birthday wish as well. But yeah, Wandering Traders, they're fantastic. There's so many cool things that they bring me. It's just rare for me to get them. Go to one? I'm not going to right now. We're about to end stream. It's like almost 3 a.m. where I live, and I do have to work tomorrow. So, but yeah, we're hoping for an early lucky Firefly Bush because boy oh boy, Firefly Bushes would be absolutely fantastic out here. they would just be beautiful. I just want you to imagine walking around here at night and you hear like the buzzing of the fireflies and you see the little glow. It would just be so good. It would just be so good. I'd be able to get rid of so many of these torches because firefly bushes give you a little bit of light. Have a good day. Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. And I would like to get rid of the torches in general. Natural lighting is always preferable in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully we get some firefly bushes early. They are one that I want very badly. You know what's actually crazy? I haven't seen a wandering trader in a minute. I don't know when my last one was. It's been a while. Actually, real quick, just because this is funny, there's one more item that's locked behind wandering traders. But it's not in their trade list. They have a very, 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 very low chance of dropping a milk bucket if you kill them while they're drinking it. That is the only way I can get milk. And that might sound crazy, but it's true. It's the only way for me to get milk. And I actually want milk. Like, I'd like to get a few of them stocked up. So I do kind of ruthlessly murder all of my wandering traders as they show up. But yeah, milk bucket is also an item that's locked behind wandering trader, which is a little silly, but it's true. I just hope we get some early firefly bushes, guys. Hello, friend. You're a little stuck. Can I get you out? I don't think I can. We'll have to cut down some of these trees to get these guys out of here. They're really stuck in there. It's okay. I want to redo the trees anyway. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough yapping. That's enough yapping from me. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for being people in my chat. Stream outro. 5 minutes of fishing, bro. You know, be like that. I don't even have my fishing rod. Where is my fishing rod?
Just like write that down for next time. Write that down. Write that down.
Okay, I'm not doing it twice. I will refund you the second one. I'm not doing it twice. The sooner I go to bed, we can actually play Minecraft with Zoe in the morning. So I don't even know why you redeemed that anyway. You should know better. How do I refund that? It's been a while. Dashboard. Engagement. No. Stream manager. Alerts. Here we go. No. Nope. Okay, stream manager. You need Swift Sneak 3? I can't get it. It's not possible. Not accessible. How do I refund it? You can refund it from the mod panel. Please do, Lego. I'll do one of them. I'm not doing it anymore. Nobody else redeem it. This is your warning. I'm not doing it. We're doing one of them. And then we're calling it. Where's my fishing rod, though? I think Day might have it. I think Day might have logged out with it. I'm not entirely sure. Unless I left it over there. I might have left it over there. You said that you can go to ancient cities? I don't believe I did. I said I can't. Because I can't. Cannot go to ancient cities. Am I crazy? Where's my fishing rod? It's got to be in one of my shulkers. There are no ancient cities. I don't get any underground biomes. There's no deep dark or anything like that. Where the heck is my fishing rod? Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to use a different one. I should have them somewhere. Maybe I don't. Really? I don't know where my fishing rod is. Is it in here? No. Okay. One more place to check. It's got to be up in the thing. I did not mean to do that. I'm so sorry. So I need you guys to get away from the pad. I don't know why you guys like clumping up around this thing. Move. How can I heal him? Harming potion? I'm gonna have to do that next time. Can you, bro, get, like, move. Move. Stop. Stop climbing onto the pad. You're all insane. Oh my goodness.
Watermelon.
What?
Watermelon.
Watermelon. Lego named him.
I love how far that sword does look really nice.
What?
Look how far I like that. I like how it looks. Like I can really tell what it is, even though like the rest of the sword isn't. There.
Thank you. There it is. We got it. Cod-fearing man has been acquired. Okay, 5 minutes of fishing. All right, we're at 3:10:46. So at 3:16 we're done. 5 minutes of fishing, guys. 5 minutes of fishing. How long do you guys think it'll be until we get an enchanted book? And what's the enchanting book gonna have? I think it's gonna have Punch 1, Unbreaking 2, Flame. It's gonna be a really good bow book. Punch 1, Unbreaking 2, Flame.
Yeah.
You agree? You said yeah?
Yeah.
Punch 1, Unbreaking 2, Flame. Anybody have any questions while we finish 5 minutes of fishing? Because after this, I'm ending stream. After this, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to take a break from this drawing.
What's your favorite type of biscuit or cookie? There's like hard frosted oatmeal cookies are pretty top tier. Probably those. But I don't know.
That's a choice.
I'm not entirely sold on that, but that's up there, right? It's close.
I've been a fan of Oreos my whole life, but I will say, Sorry, his question took me out. I will say I like the frosted animal crackers cookies. I haven't had those in years, but they're so good. Anyway.
You know what? Let's mend this bow. Who's your best friend? Shrek.
Okay.
No, it's Alden. It's trainer underscore Z is what it
Yeah,
says on
that's
his birth certificate, actually.
like,
But he goes by Alden for some reason. Yo, I just hopped onto the stream. Is it actually only ocean hardcore? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll before I end stream after the fishing, we'll do a quick base tour. A quick one. We'll do a quick one. Guy
this
must be
man's
pretty
never
cool. What'd you say, Remy?
you're never getting to bed.
You're currently eating Anzac biscuits. They're made of oat. I'd probably dig them. I'd probably dig them. Another bow. Power 4, not bad. You should add a base tour redeem. I don't know. I don't know about that. I give a base tour like once a stream already. Sometimes twice. I do base tours like almost every time I get a new viewer. Because somebody will come and be like, yo, this world's awesome. And it's like, you can't not show them everything when somebody says that, right? Like, that's crazy. We'll do a quick base tour. But yes, Minerva, if you're still there, it is ocean
Minerva.
only.
Wait.
What do you mean, wait? It's just a name.
No, it means a lot to me though.
Okay.
That name has cultural significance. I was gonna ask them if their name was based off something, and I realized it probably isn't based on what I think it is, so I decided not to say anything.
All right. That was over 5 minutes. We have finished. We have finished 5 minutes of fishing. Okay. Hi, my name's Judge. I stream hardcore ocean only. I've had this world for about going on 5 years now. That I've been streaming it. I have taken a few breaks, so it hasn't been 5 years of a consistent streaming. It would look a lot more developed if it was. But I have recently been streaming it quite frequently, like a few days a week. I've gotten a little bit more free time after work some days. So we have been throwing some effort into it. This is my home. When I first made this world, you could do single biome worlds, and there was a biome that did not actually generate in vanilla Minecraft. There were actually a couple, but for my sake, I wanted to do an ocean only world. I don't know why. I just thought that that'd be cool. I was like, I want to do I want to be a hardcore streamer, but I don't want it to just be your normal, boring hardcore world. Like, I want it to be interesting. I want there to be limitations. I want to overcome challenges. I want there to be things that I don't have that you might take for granted, and I have to answer those questions, right? So there was a biome type that was called deep warm ocean. Now, if you didn't know, there's several ocean types, and way back before they changed the way that the terrain generated, every ocean had a deep variant, but not all of them were in the pool of biomes that could generate in the game, even though they were coded. So deep warm ocean was just an unused biome. It was in the game, it was coded, it did work, clearly, but it didn't actually appear in a normal world. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's obviously the ocean that I have to pick. Duh. Right? Like, that's the one I'm going to do. So I picked that. I picked Deep Warm Ocean. Now, Deep Warm Ocean has since been removed. If I F3 here, you can see now it just says Warm Ocean. They converted my world to a warm ocean only. Now, there have been some changes since then. My friend Lego, who is currently over in my Twitch chat, so you can't see them right now, Minerva. My friend Lego made me a data pack that lets me have all of the ocean types. So if I fly really far away from already generated chunks, I can find like frozen oceans and cold oceans, normal oceans, etc. So I do have all of the ocean types now. But that was like, we did that as like a season 2 thing. I did that when I hit day 1000 as like a, hey guys, let's get some more stuff, right? Lego gave me the data pack, I threw it on, and that's whenever we got all of those cool things. And for the longest time, I lived on this little island right here, this little handmade island. And now the grass blocks, they're new. I got them from a glitch. I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. If anybody doesn't like that, I'm sorry. I got them through a glitch, and that's perfectly fine. I got some fellas. We got some grass. It used to be dirt. So I want you to imagine this little platform. You found the bug number. Oh. Thank you, Lego. That's awesome. MC236613. There you go. That glitch gave me some grass. Gave me some grass. I made this little platform. I picked this spot. It's really far from spawn. It's like several thousand blocks away from spawn. Just because it had a rune portal right there. A sunken ship like right off that way. An ocean monument right over there. And then another ocean monument right there. And I just picked it. Because that was the spot. And I built this little island here. And this is where I lived my life. And let me tell you, I miss the good old days of sitting in this little shack and fishing like off of this edge. I used to not have bamboo here. So I would just fish right there. And it was such simple and humble beginnings. I was just playing Minecraft back then. It was not like a hardcore world where we were doing these like grandiose builds and making everything look pretty. It was just, I gotta get mending books. I gotta get some armor. I gotta enchant my stuff. We gotta go to the nether. I gotta get some blaze rods. Right? Your typical traditional Minecraft stuff. And it was an experience. It was an experience. But eventually, we hit a point where I was like, guys, I need a big project. Big project time. We're going to drain the ocean monument over there. So you can see that guy over there. He's very drained now. He's very much so not filled with water anymore. And that project took so long. It took so long. They're named after the goddess Minerva. Remy. It was going to be Athena, but they said that people said that that's a female name. But that's sick, man. What's the schedule? I don't actually currently have a schedule because I work for a restaurant and the weeks are kind of crazy, but I'm working on getting that a little bit locked in. So there might be a schedule posted sometime soon. Right now, I just kind of go live whenever I can. Whenever I get home from work at a reasonable hour or I don't work the next day, I'll stream. Sometimes it's 6 p.m. EST to 7 p.m. EST. Like, that's when I'll start. Sometimes it's like midnight. It really just depends on when I get home and if I work the next day or what have you.
So
Yeah,
those 2 times a day would be when you want to check. What do you say, Remy?
I forgot, like, the name Minerva, is an important character in the manga Promised Neverland. That's what I was thinking.
Gotcha.
But I think they might have used that. I don't think it's far-fetched to think that the author picked that name because of the goddess.
We're in the same time zone? That's awesome. But this monument here, this took actually a couple of years to finish this project, because one of the most important resources you need for draining one of these is sand. And well, here, let's have a chuckle, shall we? Hang on. You guys want to see something funny? Go to my channel. Okay? This is my channel, right? Hold on, wait. Let's go to YouTube. Click on me. View your channel. Click videos. Click this little search button. Sorry. We want to go to live. Click this little search bar. Type in the word sand. And there are so many several hour-long VODs of me getting sand or placing sand. We sand and sponge and sand. Hardcore Ocean Only streamed 2 years ago. It's an hour-and-a-half long VOD. I place sand, I destroy sand. Hardcore Ocean Only streamed 2 years ago, almost 2 hours long. Hardcore Ocean Only, sand and sand and sand and sand and sand. Streamed 2 years ago, 2.5 hours long. The age of sand is over. The time of the glass has come. 2 years ago, 2 hours long. Hardcore Ocean Only Sand and Wandering Traders, 50 minutes long. For your, you get the idea. I've spent, and see, that's funny because these are only my YouTube streams that have sand in the title. So that's after I switched to YouTube. Like, there were also dozens of streams that were dedicated to just getting sand. Way back on Twitch as well. Here's like a small taste of the sand experience on Hardcore Ocean Only. Let's just, so the way I get sand on this world is from the ocean floor. It's everywhere. You might think, oh, well, that's great news. You don't even have to find a desert or anything. Well, the sand on the bottom of the ocean is 1 block thick, and it's underwater. Right? So you see that? And whenever you break it, it floats if it doesn't get picked up in your inventory. And there's just this big ol' area where you might notice there's not a lot of sand over here. There's a lot of spots that it looks like the sand was removed. That's because I had to gather, let's see here, 80,000 sand. Yeah, so that project took a couple of years. The temple drain, half Steve, half fish, truly. It took a couple of years. Mostly because of the sand thing. Which I hate to admit that sand is like the biggest adversary of an ocean-only world. But like, if you want to do a project like this, it just is. So eventually we drained this. Really, guys, you know, I was trying to get a good shot and you just had to ruin it. You guys suck. You know that? You guys like actually suck. Okay, let's just go sleep real quick and then we'll finish the little conversation and then we'll go to bed right after. We got to show the new viewer the kicks. We got to show the new viewer the kicks. So over time, we eventually got this place all finished up. We drained it. We surrounded it with glass. And I placed some that used to be moss down there until we got the grass from the glitch. That used to be moss. But as you can see, we wanted to make it look alive. This is the only like ground / terrain that's currently anywhere
in the ocean world. There's a couple places where I can find glaciers in a frozen ocean, but that's not really land, it's ice, right? It's not the same. This is the only, like, land. It's the only, like, a ground, and it's all homemade. Over to our left, this was built literally just the other day for my birthday. My friend visited the world. We did like a little land connection. My friend visited, and they built me that little fishing hut. That is my old base. That little island that you see with the tree in the middle of it, that used to be my axolotl retreat. The axolotls aren't in there anymore. They're in a chest because pufferfish kept spawning in there and killing them, or trying to kill them. That up there is an unfinished build we're currently in the middle of doing. That's what we were doing today before everything got derailed by hype trains. It is a Guardian XP farm, but we're gonna make it look like a giant sword that's stabbed into the ocean, which is gonna look sick when it's done. I'm so excited. We've got the ocean monument here. If we head inside the ocean monument, the ocean monument is a work in progress. I'm in no rush. Oh, you can see a map here, actually. Oh, we should update the map. No. There we go. There we go. Now the map has the fishing platform in it, which looks great, by the way. The ocean monument. Upstairs, you saw me run up here a bit ago. Just got a couple of beds up here. This room is mine. This room is my son's. My son plays on this world sometimes through LAN. If we come back down here, this is the home, right? This is the base. Now the right side is basically untouched. We've got a couple of things going here. This is a villager breeder, very temporary. This is a little dripstone growing area that I need to harvest, actually. Also very temporary. It's just for getting some dripstone, because I can't find dripstone underground. I don't have any underground biomes. I have to dupe them, and I got my original dripstone from trading, wandering traders. But anyway, that's what that is. The only side that is finished, or close to being finished at least, is this left side over here. We have 3 little builds in the ocean monument. On the left, we have the vanilla vault, which is where my item storage is. This is not finished. We want the floor to be like quartz and stuff, and maybe calcite as well. Upstairs is going to be like armor stands and stuff like that. Physically stored items instead of chest stored items, basically. If we step out of the vanilla vault, right next to it, directly next to it, is the chocolate bar. It's a little bar build. We're gonna restart our smooth jazz. It's just a cute little bar build. I usually do bar builds on my worlds because I just like doing them. They're one of my favorite things. And this one's meant to be like all chocolate and brown themed because, you know, it's the chocolate bar. Get it? Chocolate bar, like a
yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've got Noodles behind the bar. Noodles is my oldest friend. He popped out of a nether portal, the one that's underneath my base over on the other side, and he lived down there for years. I gave him a name tag, and I would literally go down there and talk to him about my day. Every time I streamed, I would go down there and talk to him about it. People watching me probably thought I was actually crazy, because I would literally go down and tell him all the stuff I'd be like, dude, I maxed out my sword. We went to the nether, got a bunch of gold, and I did some exploring. We found a fortress. I would just tell him everything. And Noodles has been with me for a very long time. Now he staffs the bar for us. That's his job. He holds it down. Now the bar, as you can see back there, it's a bunch of barrels that will eventually house all of our potions. Just because potions don't stack, so you don't want to clog up your storage room with potions. You'd rather have them somewhere else. So that's what those barrels are going to be eventually. Over on the right, we have the strawberry. This is my library. It's got an enchanting table. It's got some chiseled bookshelves that store our books, so protection. If you see these chiseled bookshelves, they have protection books on them. Same goes for unbreaking and mending. I haven't used this one for anything yet. My villagers are all in here. My librarian villagers, I mean. I only have a few right now because I don't actually need that many. There aren't any enchantments that I'm like itching for. But whenever I do have a book that I need, I will probably add more. The upstairs area has a little reading corner. There's some lecterns that I'll eventually have books on that are talk about like the history or the lore of Ocean Only when the time comes. It's well lit, and there's a little balcony so you can wave to your friends if they're chilling at the bar. My enchanting table build is fantastic. You can't change my mind. If we head over outside, the last thing that's worth looking at, this build that I'm taking you to was all my son. My son did this. He gets all the credit. It was my idea and suggestion, but he's the one that brought it to life. Over here, through this little hallway, we have a homemade village. I built this little dome of glass, and my son populated it with these houses, and we move our cured villagers over here, and we have a little homemade village. And it honestly, I love it. It's fantastic. I love this thing. This village just feels great. This is all built by hand, every single one of these blocks. We had to take some creative liberties. The blacksmith it's a big building normally, so it kind of cuts into the wall, as you can see. So, again, there's some creative liberties. I might actually fill this in one day and just put like a chest here. Not entirely sure just yet, but and then also the well is very tiny. Just made everybody freak out. But yeah, that's the village. Over there, that's a statue of my friend Void Iable. That exists because one time my friend Void was doing a subathon, and I was covering some of the sleeping content that she did because she was doing a subathon for like almost a week. So we didn't want to pause the timer when she needed to go to bed. So I was one of the people that covered the night shift for her. And so one of those nights I built the big old statue. So that's my friend Void. And that is just about everything there is to see on the ocean world. I haven't really done anything build-wise in the Nether or the End yet. Those are TBD. I do know what my Nether build is going to be. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm probably going to do that for Season 3. Once we hit 3,000 or once we hit 2,000 days, the Nether build will probably be the priority for that season. But yeah, that's my ocean world. Thanks for stumbling upon me, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. I've been streaming this as much as I can lately. It's been going really well. The world's coming together. It looks quite nice. I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy with it. And it's only going to get better and cooler as time goes by. God forbid I die and have to start over. Hopefully that doesn't happen anytime soon. I'm sure it will one day, but hopefully not soon. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Sleep well. Take care. Remy, do you have any goodbyes you want to say?
Just have a good night, guys.
Have a good night, guys. Remy said so you better do it. Peace.